Normally do each year, we did 3 new things. The first was the dictionary project, in which I demonstrated my genius by picking Carol Howell to run it with Tom Heineman as a backup. The rest is a wonderful ongoing history, now 11 years old, probably 12,000 students and teachers getting this gift of words. Next, we did a friendship exchange with Germany, helped in translation by Angelica. Barb and I, the Rungis, the Cowans, and 3 other couples who are now gone from this area stayed with 6 Rotarian families in Berlin for a week. One was a prince with a hunting grounds, and the Rungis stayed with him. One was an executive for Allianz. One was an architect. One was a very wealthy art collector who left Bob and Karen Cowan in his home with millions of dollars worth of art, literally, while he went away on a business trip. Just gave him the keys.
An art fire right there.
My host, Gunther, and Renata were a food chemist, and his wife was a pharmacist, wonderful people, and they came and visited us for a couple of weeks a little later on. After Berlin, the 6 couples went to Dresden, Leipzig, Munich, and Rothenburg by train before returning home. So those are not the events I'm going to talk about. The biggest project that we did was building 45 small houses in Navsari, India. Navsari is a town about the size of Livermore in a province of Gujarat north of Mumbai, with a significant diamond cutting industry and near to where Gandhi staged his famous salt strike against the British, for which there's now a monument and a museum. Gujaratis specialize in hotel management. If at any hotel or motel here in the U.S. you find Indian managers, they are Gujaratis. Manilal Banapai is a member of one of Navsari's 2 Rotary clubs and is very wealthy, owning hotels all over the world. His family and his Rotary Club provided for Navsari a 7-story hospital for eye care, a 7-story general hospital, and a junior high and high school for about 1,000 students, and they pay the teacher's salary. Manilal owned this hotel at the time, and his son Dan Banapai was the manager, and he was a member of this club. I asked him if he knew of an international project that we might do in India. The reservoir in Navsari is an open lake which had about 30 families living in shanties at one end. Their sewage was contaminating the lake. It was proposed that we build small houses for all of them about a mile away. We could not afford to build 130 houses, but we decided to go for 45 houses and maybe do the rest later on. Each house was to be built of concrete with a corrugated metal roof, 2 rooms with running water, electricity, and sewer, at a cost of about $1,100 per house. The total project to cost $50,000. We got the project designated as a Rotary Foundation project such that anyone could contribute to it and get credit for their Paul Harris. That year, our club gave $17,000 to Rotary International, and all of it went to that project. We got a matching grant of $10,000 from Rotary International, $10,000 from the Navsari Club, $10,000 from our district here and other clubs in the valley. This left a total cost to this club of a little under $3,000 to do a $50,000 project. In Navsari, the land was acquired, a grand groundbreaking ceremony with tents and food and officials was conducted. Sewer and water and electric utilities were permitted and installed, and the houses were built. All of this taking almost 4 years under the guidance of Manilal Banapai, the guy that owned the hotels, and his club. In 2007, 4 years after we started this, Henry Fankhauser and Barbara and I went to Navsari for the installation of the first 45 families. A grand affair of several hundred people and copious officials, at which Barbara and I each gave brief friendship talks. And many of the people came up and shook our hands and hugged us. They honored Henry as though she were Mother Teresa. It was a very happy occasion. Manilal sold this hotel, and his son Dan went elsewhere in the world, and I've not kept track of the other 85 houses to be built. But our club did a lasting good for 45 families in Navsari. Thank you.
Ralph Sherman has the brief announcement.
Well, I'm going to start off by reading something that was printed in the Spur, very cleverly. Presidential demotion extravaganza. The secret date of this year's demotion party will be disclosed during the party. Please mark your calendars. Well, I can see there's been a lot of confusion on the date. We lost it and got it back 6 different times with LARPD. So it's now January. It's now June 25th, which is an ideal day. That's the day that our president finishes his term, and our new president will take the whatever. So put that in your calendars. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have another several announcements as we go along. We're still 2 months away from this presidency. Thank you.
That's correct.
Are you sure?
Yes. Lori.